In this ukulele video, I'm going to give you advice on how to play bar chords on the ukulele. Hi, I'm Terry Carter and welcome to ukelikethepros. If you're into ukulele tutorials and reviews, and don't forget, we also do Guitarlele and Baritone right here on this channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell notification. And if you're on Instagram, you can find me over there at ukelikethepros. So in this video, I'm going to give you some advice on how to play bar chords. I'm actually going to give you 5 great tips on it. And there's also a video I did of a live YouTube video I did of mastering the bar chords. So we'll put a link of that before. So it's also a great video to check out. But bar chords are by far one of the toughest things to do on really any string instrument, but we're going to be focusing here on the ukulele. So what is a bar chord? This is a bar chord. Anytime you have your finger, your first finger typically, covering more than one string, so maybe 2, maybe 3, or maybe all 4, that's called a bar chord, and they're a bit challenging. I'm going to give you some tips here. So let's just dive into it. The chord we're going to use, matter of fact, let's just do it right here. This is our C chord, right? So you might see a C chord like this. That's your open position C chord. We're going to do a C chord just like this. And what you have to do is you have to bar your first finger on strings 1 and 2 at the 3rd fret, and then you're going to add your 3rd finger and your 4th finger. All right, so here's the first tip. One is keep your finger, the bar finger, parallel with the fret. So you don't want any of this. You don't want any of this. You want it parallel with the fret. Okay, so that's your first step. Now the second one here is where you're placing it. So you actually want to be right up next to the fret without being on top of the fret. Notice if you're on top of the fret, even no matter how hard you press down, you're going to get that muted sound. So you want to be right up next to it. One, it's going to give you a great sound, and it's going to be easiest to press down right there, okay? So that's 2. The next one here is your elbow, okay? I've seen when people are trying to get this bar chord, matter of fact, we can just do this for now. This is just these two strings. I see people doing this. Their elbow shoots way out here, it shoots way out here. And notice what it does to your hand, okay? It puts your hand in a weird position. It also puts a lot of pressure here on your wrist. So you wanna keep your elbow here just kind of nice and relaxed, sitting right next to, just if it's like sitting there naturally right there, not this and not this. All right, the next tip here is your thumb, okay? And where are you placing your thumb on the back of the neck? So check this out. All right, so where you place it, I'm actually gonna move up a couple frets here. So I'm gonna be on the 5th fret, just so you can see my thumb better. You want the thumb to be right here, not quite in the middle. I usually have mine a little bit higher. You don't want this. If you're doing this is definitely not right. And you don't want this, okay? You just wanna have your thumb right about there, between the middle and the top of it, and you want to have this nice gap here between your fingers here on your fretboard. Now the last thing that people do is they give the ukulele a death grip. They just put too much pressure on, and you put a lot of stress here on your elbow, not your elbow, yeah, a little bit of your elbow, but maybe your forearm and your wrist, and you're just giving it a death grip. Yes, it does require a little bit extra pressure to do the bar chord, but you don't need to give it death hold. You just want to give it a nice pressure until you get every note clear. And of course, if you have nice action, your strings are nice and low, that's going to make it easier. If your strings are real high off the fretboard, you might want to check that out. That's going to make these bar chords a lot harder. All right, so there's your 5 tips of how to play the bar chords on ukulele. What do we got here? We got your finger position, parallel to the frets. We got where you place it, not on top of the fret, but right next to it. We got your elbow here. You want to keep it nice and loose. We got your thumb, where you place it on the back of the neck, and then we got the death grip, all right? So those things will help you master the bar chords. It's going to still take some practice, but they will get better and better over time. So anyway, if you're interested in learning more about the ukulele, check out ukelikethepros.com. We got a bunch of great courses for beginners, from fingerstyle courses to master ukulele, and we also have a fantastic premium membership that gives you access to all the courses, including the weekly Q&A video calls you get with me and the hundreds, thousands of students that we have over at ukelikethepros. So anyway, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.